Today we'll talk about early baby environment. As a newborn baby, they sleep most of the time, but after 6 weeks old, they'll be a lot more active. So you want to have some type of entertainment, education, stimulus for them to enjoy, because they will be very much like a sponge and wanting to grow and develop early on. So again, try to stick with things that are in the concrete reality of the world. They're based in reality. Stay away from things that are, not something normally that's going to be in their environment, if at all possible. I understand stuffed animals are what they are, but things that you can introduce to them, sights, sound, touch, things that will actually give them skills and capabilities in their life. So here, behind here, I have a huge mirror. It's a heavy-duty mirror. They're not going to be able to, knock it over. First of all, a young baby doesn't move that much. So it's a really heavy-duty mirror, and it provides a lot of reflection and the ability to see themselves and so on. And then behind here, I have family pictures. So it's people that will be important in their lives and loved in their lives. And basically a washable mat, and then kind of a mobile learning station. So this could be in the corner of your house, in the middle of the living room, wherever you feel like you want it. But in a corner, you can still function around it and leave it there so it's not a lot of work and effort. And you can lay baby there and, spend time with your other children or your spouse or whatever. But this is like a station, their educational area. So it's always important to have, even if it's small, an educational area for your child to grow and learn. So in this area, this here, it has reflective capabilities, so they can be looking at themselves. This here has music capabilities here. This hanging down, I don't want to play music right now, but it does play music. You can hear it. And it turns around. And then there's all kinds of sensorial experiences. I can take that down and let baby play with it, chew on it. It's a lion. And so there's different places to hang things. And here is kind of another musical instrument. And we went over this in another video. It has capabilities, but it will be in the environment. You want to always have some type of connectors at hand to connect things to this. It has little loops on each of these arms. And this also breaks down for you to travel with it or take it somewhere. So here is another little mirror you could take for traveling. And I just have little rattles and toys and things that are different, easily attached and carried with if you're going to the store. But this is a pink elephant. I highly recommend more of a realistic one, but no harm, no foul. A monkey. Things that you can rotate in the environment. This one's a good one to take. It's got lots of different places to chew on, and it's washable. So just a basket at hand with lots of different things to trade in and out. But most of all, you want to interact with your baby. And so when you play with your baby, you can easily say, this is your hand, this is your nose, this is your mouth, this is your cheek, this is your arm, here's your feet. You can do all kinds of rhyme, make up songs or whatever, but talk to them about their body parts. So they start to early on recognize when you say ears, eye, nose, mouth, and such. Just make up games, but make interaction educational, and singing songs. Baby, apple. Like, make the interaction educational, and your child will learn quicker. So again, a mirror for seeing themselves, and they can grow into that. Pictures of family that love them, that they can start facial recognition. I put this here for just a barricade wherever I need to put it. Later they can use it to crawl over and pull up and move around. Just things in their environment that will be there on a regular basis that are easy to clean, that won't harm them in any way, but they will also grow into them. And then here right beside their space, I've already created their next level of education. That's a rotational bag of toys. They're balls, and I went over this in another lesson. These are balls. This one vibrates as it goes in. You can teach colors. So I already have gone out to find the next level of educational toys and objects for them. So basically, you would put it on a shelf, and this is just a cheap plastic shelf that you can break down and put away and bring back out. But I have balls. I have the play top, the colored rings for teaching them color, and they can use them as teething toys, and then learn the principles of, like, say, the pink tower, the progression and regression. The early blocks that are soft blocks that are tactile, and they can play with one at a time, and later, they'll be familiar with them and learn to build. Early reading books that have tactile experiences, sound, and this one, I thought it had sound. I think this one does. A little bit of squeak in them, and this is like a cube, but it's a book. So having books close at hand that you can read to them, and you can, lay on the pillow toy and be down on the floor with them and get down at their level. So hopefully just learning about setting up an educational environment will be helpful. Things that are tactile in nature, easy to clean, but give them their space to learn. So that's their space to learn. And then once they learn to crawl and scooch around, they'll be trying and wanting, as they see these things, it will make them want to crawl and scooch faster because they see things they want to get a hold of. I hope that was helpful. So thank you very much for listening. And I hope you have a wonderful time teaching your baby.